Alright, so hi guys, it's Erica, and as you saw from the title of this video, I will be attending Stanford University in the fall. And so recently I posted on my Instagram and I was like so excited to go to Stanford basically, and I used the hashtag Stanford 2023, and ever since then I've had like a bunch of people in my DMs just asking me questions about my stats and kind of what I did. So I made this video because you can only say so much over a DM, and hopefully maybe I can help more people. So I just want you guys to know that this isn't like a flex video, and it's not me saying like, oh, I got into Stanford, like I'm so smart, I'm so cool. Like it's just me trying to help you guys because I was so overwhelmed when I started my application. So I pulled up my Common App. I'm spilling all the tea for you guys today. I'm literally going to tell you everything, all my stats, all my extracurriculars, and then I'm also going to tell you what I wrote my essays about, not so you can copy them, but just so you kind of have like an idea. So I think I'm just going to get started. My name is Erica. I'm a female, obviously, and I'm obviously African American. My parents are immigrants from Ghana, so that's just a little bit about me. And then I live in South Dakota, and the school I go to doesn't really offer that many AP courses, but I did take advantage of like all the ones I could. I took AP Stats, AP Bio, AP Literature, and then AP Calculus. And those were the 4 AP classes I took because my school only has 5 or 6. For honors, I put that I had the Scholar Athlete Award. I did cross country, soccer, and then I did track for 2 years in high school. And I always had above a 3.5 GPA, so I got an award for that. I was in National Honor Society. I was in Science Olympiad. I got awards for that. And then I was also Dean's List. And then I'm also the first in my class, and I'm tied with another girl for valedictorian. And so now we're going to move into testing. For testing, I only took the SAT, subject test, and the ACT. So on the ACT, I got a 35, and on the SAT subject test, I took biology, molecular, and literature. I got a 710 on the biology, molecular, and a 650 on the literature. And I did not take the SAT because, like I said earlier, I live in South Dakota, and no one around me, like no one near here takes the SAT. Like the nearest testing center is about like 2 hours away. There's no prep classes, nothing. Like we don't really take the SAT out here, so I just didn't take it. So like I said earlier, I did sports and I listed a bunch of those. I was in Spanish club, I was in HOSA. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a future health professional club. And then I had some leadership roles at my school level, and then I was also secretary of South Dakota's HOSA, like at the state level. I worked at a grocery store for 3 years, and I just started working at a different one this year. I was in FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America. It's just like the business version of HOSA. I was in NHS. Like I said, I was president of that. I was in a youth group at my school. I had a summer job at a law firm in 2017, and then I also did band. And those were the extracurriculars that I put on my Common App. So now we're going to delve into the essays. So for my Common App essay, if you don't know what that is, it's the essay that you send to almost all the schools you apply to with the Common App. And in my essay, I wrote about how I grew up in South Dakota and how there's not a lot of diversity here. And when I was younger, I really struggled with fitting in, and it was something I was super insecure about. And then I wrote about how I overcame that in my life and how it's affected me. So that was my Common App essay, and that was really important to me. That's actually that's a really true story. Like I didn't just make that up to get into college. Next, we have the Stanford University questions. So basically what I just told you guys was everything I put in just my Common App, and then Stanford has its own specific questions and essays. So I'm going to tell you guys about those. I did regular decision. I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to Stanford, so I did not do ED. I decided that I wanted to major in human biology. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So the first essay is talk about your extracurricular activities. So in that essay, I talked about how I was president of NHS and how that was a really major thing in my high school experience and how I loved being the leader of such an amazing group of people. My next essay was short questions. So the first one was most significant challenge society faces, and I talked about how modern society suppresses individuality. The next one was what did I do my last 2 summers? I talked about how I worked a lot and I traveled. The one after that was a historical moment or event that I would like to have seen, and I said the Great Depression because we had just read The Grapes of Wrath in my AP Literature class, and it was super interesting, so I wrote about that. And then 5 words to describe me. I'll list the ones I put out because that's a short one. I said diligent, and then I said hilarious, and then in parentheses I said at least I think so. And then I put compassionate, optimistic, and authentic. And then the next essay was, what do you read, listen to, or watch? And I said, I find Jane the Virgin very intriguing. And then I talked about how her family's journey through American socialization was similar to mine because my parents are also immigrants. Then one thing I'm looking forward to at Stanford, I said exposure to diverse perspectives because I live in a small town and that's not something I'm used to. And then I said, the next one was if I had an extra hour in the day. And I said, if I had an extra hour in the day, I would like probably go shopping because I love clothes and I love fashion and I love makeup and just like dressing up. And that's something I would like to put outfits together. The next ones were a little bit longer. They were short essays. An idea or experience that makes me excited about learning. And for this one, I put travel because travel has been such a big part of my life. And then I just kind of elaborated on that and how like I learned through travel. And then you have to write a letter to your future roommate. That's the next short essay. And I said, hey roomie, and then I talked about how I apologize all the time and how I have these weird quirks because I've grown up in the Midwest. And I talked about how I love clothes. And my questions will probably be like, oh, do you think this outfit is cute? Or do you know how to find the second derivative of this equation? Because I like math. And I just talked about like what I want to study and just like how I'm so excited to room with them. And then my next and I think final one was something meaningful to me and why. And I talked about how I kind of grew up in a big family. I have 3 siblings. I don't know if that's considered big, but I talk about how my house is always so loud and how I used to hate it, but it like grew on me. And now when my house isn't as loud, I feel like alone. So I think that's all of the essays. Yeah, I think that's it. So that was my application to Stanford. That went way faster than I thought it would. But basically, I don't know if you got from that, in your Common App essay, the really, really long one, you want to have a message that's truly like important and like something that's really like a strong message. You really want to have a strong message in your Common App essay. But then in the shorter ones, just like help them get to know you and talk about yourself and the things you love and like what you like to do. But don't be like, I say don't be too over the top, too crazy, too wordy. Like, I mean, I don't know if you can tell from this video, but I don't think I'm super, I have imposter syndrome and I don't think I am going to succeed at Stanford, but I don't think I'm super intelligent or super smart. And I think that I just like really like to have fun and I just like to enjoy myself. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really like that helped you. I hope that like helped you with your applications. And if you guys want me to make a video on like all the schools I applied to and whether or not I got in, I would love to do that. If you have any other ideas, that would be great. I'll probably do some more videos like a Stanford move-in vlog and just other like things like that. I wouldn't really consider myself a YouTuber, so it probably won't be like an every week thing, but I just wanted to make this video to help you guys. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.